Hey guys, Berman here, and I'm going to show you how to do a effect that isn't really for a gunshot or syncing or transition. It's more of an effect that plays throughout your entire edit. If you look closely at this edit here, you can see that there is camera tilting, if you look at the top. And it's more of a subtle effect, so it just makes your edit more alive. I don't know. It's really simple, and it's clean, and I prefer it. You can, right here is an example of what the final product would look like on an edit with it. And this is my most recent one I did. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I'm gonna go to the raw footage of the edit, and I would recommend when you're doing this to have your edit completely finished, so you don't have any splits in your edit. Finished, I mean rendered and everything. And just, so it looks like this. There's no splits because that will mess up the keyframing. I would recommend black widescreen bars because we are going to be spinning the camera. It depends how sharp your turning's going to be. You probably won't need widescreen bars. If you do, then you're probably tilting your camera a little too strong. I don't know, but that's just a recommendation. So you're going to want to go into pan and crop, and you're going to want to turn on sync cursor so you can see what you're doing in pan and crop is synced with what is in your preview box. And we're going to just want to start off with the first keyframe to be zoomed in a little bit, about that much. And you're going to want to zoom in on your keyframe so you can see what you're doing. And you're just going to want to go a little ahead into your keyframings, and since sync cursor is on, you can see where we are within pan and crop in the preview box, so you can see what exact frame you are and where you're editing. And we're just going to tilt it slightly. You can tilt it to the left or right. And just a tip to have a smoother camera turning, copy the frame, your second frame, go forward. We're going to zoom in more, go forward just a little bit and paste it. And then we're going to go forward again, and we're going to tilt the camera in the opposite direction. Now the whole reason between having these two keyframes be the same is so when we're in the beginning keyframe and nothing's edited and it's slowly transitioning and turning to this one, if we didn't have this keyframe right here and we only had this one, the second it would hit where we want it to tilt, it would begin tilting again, and it would just kind of jerk back to the opposite direction. So having this lets it have that position for a little bit, and then it begins to turn. Now let's, this is just a tutorial, so my keyframing's probably a little jerky and not so smooth. But let's say you have your keyframing exactly how you want it to be. We're going to go back to your first keyframe, and we're going to hold shift, and we're going to click the last keyframe. We're going to hold Control C, and then we're going to go forward a little, and we're going to hold Control and V, and that's going to paste the keyframes back in. So if we zoom out, we can see it's the exact same set, just copy and pasted. Now this is why I said that you want to have your edit completely finished so you can continuously paste. A quicker way, if you're not patient, is you can go back to the first keyframe, hold shift, click the last one, copy and paste it again, and you can keep doing that, and it doubles up and goes faster, and you can paste more and more in. So off just doing this really fast, probably took like 2 minutes of work. You can just see like what it would look like. Sorry, I got sick over the summer. Really stupid, but yeah. And any like keyframe that you already see that's done, that's the syncing for at large. We're just looking at the tilting, and you have to remember this is pretty much raw footage. It's just transition and blurs. So if you have this tilting, it's gonna look much better on your edit. One way, actually, and I really thought of it this way, is you could probably do your tilting like this, and then when you go to edit to add your real smart motion blur, your color correction, maybe the motion blur might add to it, but throughout that you can see it is a little sharp. It's it's a little too fast, so I would extend the keyframes if you're having problems like that. But hopefully your final product ends up to be, you know, something like this where it's smooth and it doesn't jerk around too much. But that's the tutorial, guys. If you have any questions, ask freely below in the comment section, or if you have any requests for another tutorial, be sure to comment that as well. Also, while you're down there in the comment section, if you could please hit the like button, that would be great. It helps grow my channel. But thank you again for watching. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next video.